Good afternoon, Adrian, Cindy, Nessie, Jamie. Why, how are you doing? How are y'all doing? Ted, good morning. Claudio, PA, how you doing? The wind's calmed down a bit for now. It was a bit blowy last night, this storm. I think I might get wet today, but we'll see. How's things, Cindy? That sky looks murky, doesn't it? Kurza, how you doing? Mucky Rick, how you doing? You changed your name. There's a new thing started on you, like start on my phone. Do you lot have a pinch of the screen? See if you can enlarge the screen. Because I was on someone's live last night and I was on Jamie's video this morning. And I can zoom in to parts of the screen. It's weird. The amazing Jamie. Have you put that video up yet, Nessie? Are you going to put it up? So funny. Wow, it's warm. Challenging. How are you doing? Warm and toasty. I wish I hadn't put this jacket on. Dude, good to see you. How's things? We're going to go downhill. I hate going down here because traffic's crap. There is no footpath. And there's not much of a verge to dodge the cars from. But we'll see. We're going to go for a wander around the town. Some things I haven't shown you. And have Boba, how are you doing? Have locals thinking that I'm nuts. As you do. Hiya. There's one of them. There you go. Daisy, Daisy, give me your answer, do. Hey, Steve, how you doing? Gary, good afternoon. I might get wet. I've got any dodgy face. I've had loads of dodgy faces in the sky. It's a bit, I'm tone deaf, I shouldn't be singing. It's an assault on your poor eardrums. We've got conker trees down here, so I'm hoping we've had some conkers drop since the storm last night. Jamie. There's scientists had a look at them, they examined them, they took chemicals away from them. And the conkers, so your horse chestnuts, not your sweet horse chestnuts. Dan, how you doing? Always, Dan, always. Conkers, there's something in conkers that repels spiders. Spiders hate them. But the scientists at the time couldn't work out what it was, but they did agree that conkers, there's a car coming. Conkers repel them. And you can see how much. Ooh, I've got a dodgy gateway I can get in. There's two cars coming at once. It's a nightmare to get through. Dirty Mag Yackers, how are you doing? So, older daughter is terrified of spiders, freaks out. And every year, collect conkers and put them on the windowsills, so on the window ledges and next to doors. And it does seem to work. She has a bedroom full of conkers around her windows and doors. So we'll see if there's some drop. They might not be quite ripe yet. There's a lot of conker trees about. Gareth, how you doing? Sorry. As you do. See what I mean? I've got like nowhere to hide from cars, and if something's coming the other way, Mate, Steve, I thought you said you flashing this weekend. I was like, what? We've got the odd person's drive on here that I can dodge cars in. But as we get round here, this corner, I've got nowhere to hide. Joe, how are you doing? Those leaves starting to change. They're starting to change quickly. Autumn makes me sad. It's the end of neck as a car. Oh, I've got loads of nettles. I don't like nettles. Backlash, how are you doing? Long time no see. How's things? I hope all's well with you. What is that wire doing? I've got a twitchy wire, a squiggly wire. No, that would be funny. If you don't know Backlash, check him out. It's a good guy's Backlash. Big fashion. Oh, look at the leaves on that cherry tree, all bright red. Oh, good. You got a new job on. Nice one. Joe, how you doing, Joe? What was that fella doing with the horses? I might have to take it out my ear and twiddle the wire because it's spinning around. It's twisted and it's hitting off my jaw, and I've got my head at a dodgy angle trying to stop it. People already think I'm nuts, so I just think I'm more. Look at the size of those. Everything was getting whipped around in this storm last night. Right, 2 seconds. There might be some funny noises. Sorry. Ooh, heck. Right, unravel. Is that better? Damn it. Better. Sorry about that. Yeah, could you imagine? Look how tall that conker tree is and how skinny it is. It's huge. It's been trimmed into an odd shape. Way too tall. This corner is full of conkers. Oh no, we've got some conkers, look. Your daughter's going to be chuffed. Oh, they're a decent size as well. Hang on a sec. So I'll pick these up. So, oh, they've got a full one. Oh, it's not gonna. Oh, we've got some bigger ones there. Hang on. Well, I pop them when they're already popped. Is that cracked? No, it's just a scar. Oh, here's a good one. A decent sized one. So, kids in the UK, we used to do it as well. You drill a hole through it. Sarah, thank you so much. Thank you. Welcome to the Sticky Willy crew. I need to make some more emojis. Johnny, how you doing? So kids in the UK for generations drill a hole through the centre and most use a shoelace. Tie a knot in the bottom and have the big string. And you would have a friend with their conker on their string, and you can take it in turns to try and hit each other's conker and smash the conker off. But I think all schools have banned it. Health and safety, what a load of tosh. Absolutely rubbish. We used to annoy my mum putting conkers in drawers, in the back of sock drawers. Yeah, soak them in vinegar, put them in the oven. We used to stick them in the back of drawers. And my mum would get nuts when she'd find mouldy conkers with the socks. There were many, many, many bruised knuckles. Many bruised knuckles. I soak them in vinegar and then stick them in the bottom of the oven. Now, this wire's doing me head in. Hang on. I need to fix it. It's driving us nuts. Sorry for the wire noises. I don't trust this phone. Right, that should be better. Oh, we've got loads of wasps. I hate wasps with a passion. Horrible. Ooh, 1, 2, 3. Oh, God, we've got a little swarm of wasps. Moving swiftly on. I need to get over here for some more. Yeah, the nail varnish as well. Me and my brother used to duel with conkers a lot, and we'd end up with black and blue knuckles. A conker doesn't half hurt. Geordie, how you doing? Geordie, what did you do to your conkers? You see, this tree is more well known and it's on the edge of a junction. Look how high I'm eating it. Oh, there's some big ones as well off this one. But because of the cars, a lot of them get squished. My old house where I used to live had a conker tree and it hung above where I parked my car. Oh my God, the kids. I used to literally have to stand outside and guard my car because the kids would be throwing sticks and rocks up the trees to try and get the conkers down. Ooh, got a big one here. I say, ouch it. Okay. Ooh, can't show blood on YouTube. Look how spiky that is. That's gone clean through my finger. Ouchie. And all for that. Daughter's gonna be well impressed with me. Oh, that one's big. I do like a big pair of nuts in my hand. There you go. Backlash, thank you so much for coming in. If you don't know Backlash, go over. He's a good guy. I'm just watching that I don't get a car at my back end. Oh, big one. Big nuts. I'm beating all the kids to it. So we've got a World War II pillbox covered in conkers. You're not allowed in it. We used to sneak in when the kids were little to show them it. But it's got new owners and you're not allowed. You get told off. But it's a pillbox from World War II, should I say. Let's have a look. I'm going about a bit overkill with the amount of conkers. But hey. What have we got? Ooh, that's a dark one. Let's have a roll. Roll a conker with your... Oh, that really hurt. Finger's bleeding. That's what you get. They're really spiky. Paula, how are you doing? Thank you, Sarah. It means a lot. Thank you. So I've got a pocket full of nuts. Look. Lucky, 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 lucky. That's some of them. Killer Clown, how you doing? Thanks for coming in. Nessie, a goat. His legs like a mountain goat. You should see Nessie's legs. She's fit. Ouch, my blooming finger. That hurt. That sting. That really... What's he even done to me? Ow. I think I've got a bit of nut in my finger. Bought my house. Do you know what? Excellent time of year to be buying them. Everything's reduced. I do like the end of summer sales on things. So on right here we have the Cottage Hospital. That's a Memorial Hospital. It's still in use as a hospital. Scott, how are you doing? Good evening. So I need to fix this old sandstone wall. If you can see the damp. And sandstone's really soft, so the blocks just fall away. Skinniest footpath ever. But if you can pinch and zoom in, you can see that properly. Oh, cool. I still can't see. Oh, heck, StreamYards won't let me zoom in, and it irritates the hell out of me. What's Gareth doing? Oh, yeah, Gareth's getting his rod out at the weekend. You never know what you're going to get on that rod, Gareth. I'm going to behave. I promise. How's things, Scott? Oh, I see butterflies. The whole town is loads of rows of Victorian villas, little mansions, well-to-do houses, connected up bungalows and housing estates now. Yes, I'm on angel status today. Me and Sarah are veritable angels working this earth. Did you know that? We are just angelic. Oh, heck, wasps. Shoot. That's a, oh no. That is full of wasps. Oh, there's the odd bee. It must be one of the last flowering plants out. Can you even see that? Ooh, there's a swarm of wasps. And the wasps usually chase me. See, there's butterflies, moths going on it as well. It's covered. Even flies. You've got honeybees, cleggies, and loads of wasps. Wasps everywhere. It's minging. I don't do wasps. Sparky, you legend, you. How you doing? Yes, on angel status today. I will be good as gold. I've got one that's a bit like one of mine azaleas. I've got these, Gary, I've got these orange azaleas, orange flowered azaleas. And after they're flowered and the new leaves come out, the new leaves smell like weed. When I moved into that house, I was searching the garden. I was convinced that the old lady that had it, or my neighbours, who were puffin dodgers as well. Sorry, I know I shouldn't say that phrase, but it's just natural. I was convinced they all had a grow because the garden absolutely stunk to cannabis. But I tracked it down. It's an azalea, an orange flowering azalea. And it smells just like it. Breaking Bad old folks, I'm telling you. The neighbours on that side of the garden, like 80. I love fuchsias. My granddad called them dancing ballerinas, and they do look like dancing ballerinas. So I grow those for my granddad. Ooh. I bet that was nice, Paula. I don't know. I can't remember the name of these azaleas, but they're an orange flowered azalea. They're a bigger version. And just when the flowers are new, it's not this time of year, it's springtime after they're flowered and they start to put the growth out. Stinks like weed. And I've got the tree that I've forgotten the name of. It grows like a gold coat on all its new shoots and new leaves. I've got a video up of it. I'll get another one. Nescafe, yes, Nescafe Gold Blend. I'm a bit of a coffee snob. For all it's not like fresh, really old Gateway. For all it's not fresh, like ground, it is ground if you catch my drift. And more expensive in the coffee stakes, isn't it? I love Gold Blend. Or the barista style, the Gold Blend barista. Love it. And I also love, oh, I can smell cress. Someone's got flowers smell like cress. So getting down to some more of the older houses again. This little garage was here in the 1930s and 40s, believe it or not. The train station was just up the road from here. And in the photograph, the little black and white photographs I found, the garage is there and it looks exactly the same. Exactly the same. I do like the Dolce Gusto, the Americano Intense. But it's too expensive and I've kind of mislaid part of my Dolce Gusto machine. Damn it. Oh, that wall needs fixing. It's got a belly as big as mine. You can see that wall butting out. We're going to go to the Witch's Hat. Let's go to the Witch's Hat. So yeah, that little old garage has been there nearly 100 years. Mad. It's amazing it's still standing because it's always a little rickety. How's Dan being weird? What's Dan saying? Calls it Nescabob. Words I can't say. I can't say prodigy. I have to think. Prodigy. That's the one. CWL. How you doing? Oh, fly. Nearly got a fly in my mouth. We're going to go over to the Witch's Hat. A little bandstand that everyone's called the Witch's Hat since it was built. So when Appleby Fair's on, it's the biggest traveller horse fair in, was it Europe or the world? And they travel through here on the way there. And we often get a lot of the horses and the bow top caravans parked up on here for a rest. And it's lovely to see. I had the little one over and I asked the father of the family if it would be okay for her to come and see the horses and the caravans. They were giving her carrots to give the horses, letting her groom them, giving the dogs treats. So I thanked them and I'm walking back to the car. I was parked on the side next to the memorial, the miners' cottages. And the father ran over and shoved £10 in her hand. It's like, oh, how sweet is that? Still driving. Nice one, Johnny. You're learning. What you're learning, Sparky? Oh, I need to show you the Nightbot. I shall show you Nightbot. Do you film on a phone or a tablet? Well, you can set it up on a tablet or laptop. But my phone's an iPhone and I can't log into Nightbot on my phone. I've got to do it through the tablet. Right, let's go. But I'll show you, it's easy enough. She says trying not to get run over. Ooh, school library bus. I didn't even know these still existed. You've got a load of cherry trees along here. Because we are not exactly cosmopolitan, this bus travels around the schools with books in, and the kids are allowed to go and choose a book out at school and bring it back. They come back in like 2 weeks. And they go around the outlying villages as well. So, the Witch's Hat. Always been called that. You've got some miners' cottages. And that used to be a restaurant and a hotel. Hopefully there's no one in. Yes, it's empty. If you can see that ceiling, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. It looks like that's swallows. So, to George James Howard, 9th Earl of Carlisle, 1843 to 1911, and to Rosalind Francis, his wife, 1845 to 1921. So this is why this was built. You learn something new every day. Ooh, look, there's stashy holes at the top. Yeah, I should do. Right, hang on, we're going to have a snoop. There's a ledge around the top. Kids will be stashing stuff. What's in there? There's bins just outside, the little so-and-sos. They're quite easily. And Mackey's, is that a McDonald's box? And that ledge is all the way around. So little kids, well, older kids, will be stashing stuff up there. Interesting. Sparky. I know. Say it 3 times and it'll appear. Nice little parquet flooring. I've got a pocket full of conkers I'm just reaching through. We had the Queen drive through the town, and the kids were all along the roadsides, and they were there for hours waiting for the Queen driving through. And of course, it only takes a couple of seconds and she's away. But they all got to say that they saw the Queen. Yes, Jamie. I'll explain you the BBA thing, Jamie. Up on the side here, as you come round, we have a munition dump from World War II as well. Yes, 2. Terry, how you doing? Yeah, Jamie sounds more regal. Get you. The roof's so pretty. Those huge sandstone blocks. I think they're local, they're not Lazenby. Lazenby sandstone is really popular, and it's a redder sandstone, less yellow. Are you all ready for your flight challenging? Or have you already got it? My finger's still stinging off that conker. That was sharp. Didn't know if it hurt. John, good to see you, John. How's things? I'm nearly old enough to live in one of those bungalows. How depressing is that? These bungalows were originally put together for miners. Wilson Memorial Homes. But then they opened it up, and you've got 1 or 2 bedrooms, little teeny tiny bungalows all through that bit of land. Safe journey challenging. And I think you're allowed to apply for them when you turn 50, I think. How depressing is that? I could live in an old fogey home. Dan, how are you doing? But there are a lot of mines here up on the moor and further towards Newcastle, about 20 minutes away, towards Newcastle, Holt Whistle area, and the moors that we walk. And a lot of those miners lived here. A lot of the workers from the peat moss, they would be up there cutting out the peat to dry out for fuel, amongst other things. And a lot of the local community worked there right up until the 70s. They've got their cottage up for sale. So they were miners' cottages on that side, those ones there. A lot of the miners' cottages will be 2 up, 2 down. Kitchen, living space downstairs, 2 bedrooms upstairs, and a toilet outside. But yeah, I'm sure you can apply when you're 50. And where my daughter works as well, I'm sure their entrance age is 50. How depressing is that? The nice little bungalow. Some are 1 bedrooms, some are 2. And you get a little bit of garden and it's all maintained for you. It's like a little community. Like bungalows set in pairs. Used to know a guy lived in that one over there. Geordie. Rusted, how are you doing? Ooh, look at that spider. It's not a very big one. It's one of those fat, juicy ones. The big house spiders are coming in. They've got legs big enough for you to pick your teeth with. They're massive. Fill a pint glass, feet across them. Horrible things. I might not get wet after all, you know. I thought I was going to get soaked. That storm wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be, but I thought I had trees coming down. It was literally bending my silver birch in half. I showed Mick a video last night. I'm like, oh my God. Hi, my friend for half an hour. I think that's you. There's loads of conker trees up there, actually. Should we have a look up through there? We've got taken you up through there yet. Did it, Jamie? It's good, isn't it? It's amazing how much food you can buy for 20 quid. Oh, there's a bus. The Newcastle to Carlisle bus, double-decker. This is the land that time forgot. We are like 20 years behind the rest of the country. Little sleepy market town. Yes, locally, it's always been called the Witch's Hat. Purely from the shape of it. Nice one, Nessie. But I couldn't find a date. I should have maybe looked on the back. We're going to go up around the back of the moat as well. Mucky Mick is back. Oh, we've got the scary. Should we have a little spy past the scary house? This house is well spooky. You know, when you get a sense of something and you're just like, you're dodgy. It's one of those. Mucky Mick. So we'll go up the path past the scary house. It's just got a horrible vibe to it. Instead of cutting across the grass, we'll walk along the path so you get a better view. I shall slowly saunter past the scary house. We'll have a few World War I memorials as well. That's it. Geordie, well, it depends if it goes the back of Gilsland and down the back to Heddon. It's a pain in the backside. It takes even longer. There's a longer one and a shorter one. Right, little miners' cottages, and we're going to go slowly past the miners' house. Hang on, what? You're laughing. What am I doing? What did I do wrong? Mucky Mick. Oh, the video. Ha ha. I mean, the train's quicker. It's a lot more expensive, like, but still takes an hour or so because it stops everywhere. There's a guy coming down with his dog, so I'll just stand down here and make it look like. So you're looking at molehills. He looks a bit nervous of me, so we shall wait. How's things, Tony? I'll just let this old guy go. Oh, he's away. So we're coming up to Scary House. It's just got such a scary, horrible vibe to it. Hang on, there's someone else coming. So, this used to be an inn in days gone by. It was a restaurant and a hotel as well, but it was a coach house. And that was the stables that belonged to it. There was a couple of stagecoach homes and houses here. One's now an old folks home that I used to work in, and the stuff that happens in there. It was a stagecoach inn back in the 1600s, and the things we had going on in that building were unreal. We come right past the weapons dump this way. Upstairs, it covers an archway, and there's a bedroom on that archway with 2 doors to 2 different corridors. And I went to go through one, and there was someone stood there, so I jumped out the way, said sorry to let them pass. But it wasn't, it was just a shadow of somebody stood there. You think, So this will have been a little weapons silo back. Second World War. Yeah, right, yeah. How did it go yesterday? You too, Tony. A lot of these still exist. Ugh, this hill looks miserable. Not walked up this way a long time. I'm going to go up and round and back down the horrible steps. Paul, little shit. How you doing? So we've got little shit and Mick and Mucky Mick. We'll cut the path and we'll go this way. And try not to fall over the roots. On the top here, we've got a statue of one of the Earls of Carlisle. I'm trying to be gentle on my legs today. We're doing miles and we're doing some buildings, but I don't want to hurt myself. I had a couple of bad days. Leg-wise. Well, since last Saturday. 2 big falls at the weekend. And a big old restless leg. Now this place is full of squirrels. Where are they? Yeah, it's amazing just what you can get for 20 quid. And I just had the sheer volume of food. We have the crows, the rooks nest in here. The jackdaws, even. And I keep looking because we've got buzzards. They're always up here. It's one of my favourite. I got all these leaves from last night in the storm. How long are you away for challenging? Do you know? What's Gareth doing? Hold on. What, is Rod out? Right, I'm missing stuff. What? Gareth, what are you up to? Oh, Joe, oh my God. I'll, that picture's brilliant. I'm not surprised I had a heart attack. I don't need to put a costume on, just roll out of bed in the morning. Oh, we've got some branches down from last night. So this way is going to take us along the wall. I'm going to have to walk up the steep hill at the other side. No, that was brilliant. You poor little old neighbours. What did they say? I haven't walked this way for ages. Years, in fact. I'll email you. This CWL is Northern England, a county called Cumbria, close to the border with Scotland. Challenging, love you, and I'm sorry for what's going on. Pretty little thing. Oh, what's one of them wagons? I think that wagon's got lost. We don't have a pretty little thing. Factory or storage. All right, let's get my legs burning a little bit. Oh. Sounds like young not sparrowhawk. We've got a squirrel right in the top there. There's a squirrel rocking around right up there. It's just come that way. So those leaves moving. I think we've got a geriatric crow making some very funny noises. Paula, thank you so much for coming in. Have a good one. Something doesn't sound very well. I should be watching my feet. Oh, nice one, Terry. So we're kind of coming into the town centre. Carrion crows on the hunt. Carrion crow hunting pigeons. Don't like carrion crows. Len, how you doing? Slim, good to see you, Slim. How's you? The pups are good. Two, as far as I know, have taken over their owners' beds. Rose and little Jet are doing brilliant. I've got my dad's puppy still. She is hilarious. Little Meg. She was the only one that mastered the stairs. And I say that kind of loosely. But she started throwing herself off the stairs from like 3 steps up. She just launches. My mum and dad are going to have fun. Liam, how are you doing? My mum and dad are going to have fun when they get hurt. It's a long time since they've had a pup. There's a guy for the Duke of Buccleuch. They're big kennels. He comes and trains for dogs on my brother's land. And any dogs that don't quite cut the mustard, should I say, and they'll offer my brother as a kickback kind of thing. And the last 2 younger dogs he's had, one is one of the best dogs he's ever had. She's actually got dwarfism. First lab I've ever seen that has dwarfism. And another girl. But they don't sell them as just on as pups. They train them and sell them on as a fully trained gun dog. Oh, I hate these steps. Crazy mad bar stool in the house. Mucky Mick. You see, Mucky Mick just kind of slipped off the tongue. Don't know if you can see how well worn these sandstone steps are. Losfer, how are you doing, Losfer? Ooh, look at those. You don't see those very often. Surprised no one's tried to pinch them. I hate these steps. Ooh. The less steps, more bowls. And you can see just how worn they are. Down here, you've got a sleeper step and then a concrete step. They're all wonky and off. And Steve is an absolute diamond. Where is he? I can't see him. Oh, that's Steve. I thought you meant the other Steve was in. 2 sugars. Oh, yes, please. Do you know what I've got a clamouring for, and I've not had it for ages because it's too expensive to buy? Coffee and Baileys. Food of the gods. Coffee with a slug of Baileys in is divine. If you haven't tried it. It's getting to the time of year where Baileys is on offer. If you don't know what Baileys is, it's a cream liqueur with Irish spirits, and it's beautiful. Ooh, heck. But that's another big branch down as well. Can't beat a coffee with a slug of Baileys in. And as soon as I see it on offer, I'm having some. It used to be for a 1 litre bottle, a tenner. It's now 20 quid. Oh, what? I've had that. I got some to try. That's the African. It's like a pinky colour, isn't it? That is really nice. It's not as sweet as the Baileys, is it? And I really like that in the coffee as well. Little Robin. Oh, there's one of those bushes that's covered in flowers, so it's probably going to have wasps. Little Robin singing away. Aldi, their extra special Baileys, that they haven't got it on at the minute. They must do it just for Christmas. Is divine. It's just as good as Baileys. Ooh, I haven't had the vanilla one, but it's beautiful as well. It's not as sweet, and it's got like a pinky colour to it. You know, I was like, how's it going to be? Oh, it's beautiful. No, Paul, you need it in coffee. It is divine. One of these streets here is a few streets in the town that's still cobbled. A lot of the places, they've just tarmacked over them. Boo hiss. A little old path down through there. Oh, did they? What, in your coffee? You can't have vodka in your coffee. Yeah, Baileys in coffee. Oh, I'm going to have to get some. The Kuhula, or however you pronounce it, it was on offer on Amazon for £12 for a litre bottle. Yum, 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 yum. Right, we're going to get down the cobbles. We've got another row of Victorian mansions at the back. That used to be a primary school. Fortunately, just after its 100th year anniversary, the council sold it off and moved the primary into the junior school. So I've got the remains of the cobbled streets on this part. Look at that vent. Hang on, what's you on? No, we're on about coffee. Gotta be in coffee. I've not drank tea, CW, for years. I might do if daughter takes us out for food or whatever. I'll maybe have some then. Like a little pot of tea, but apart from that, very rare. Not by choice at home. And drinking tea first thing, God no. Ugh. So I'm heading into the town centre. And people are going to think I'm weird talking to myself, holding my phone, hey, with a pocket full of conkers. And there's the steeple of the Methodist Church. Chris, how you doing? Yeah, the centre of the town is all cobbled as well. They're still up. Got a lot of the old buildings. They put this resin stuff down on here. Not sure I like it. And look at the attempt at the cobbling. Useless. Right. Down the back street. I was showing Mick down here yesterday. So you've got another row of miners' cottages, although that end one has got a lawn growing on top of it. Yeah, you'll be able to see when we get closer because I can't zoom in. But the chimney on this cream house has got grass growing off the top, as you do. There's a little stream that can flood. It runs through the centre of the town, and it runs through under the ground through the centre of here, and it comes out in this little square. And if it's in flood, which is rare, it knocks all the drainage lids up through the town. This is the only spot that it surfaces through the centre of the town. It's not even 8 a.m. What time is it here? I can't see. 12:52. It's nearly 1 p.m. Brandon, how you doing? Brandon, you have a plate. So again, row of miners' cottages. Now along here we've got some more Victorian buildings. You've got the old entranceways all blocked up. You've got old pipe in there as well. 1 door, 2 door. They've joined the 2 walls in that bit. Why they couldn't use sandstone, I've got no idea. Into this wall, and you've got a little old bunker. A little coal bunker. But look how rotten the brickwork is. How rotten. And there's a crack right up to that window. So probably up to the corner of the house. And the pipes are leaking because they've got midges coming out of a pipe. But there's a little monitoring station on the little beck there. It knocks all the lids up in the town and gushes out if it should flood. It doesn't mind. I've not seen it flood for a long time. It's got a camera on. And you can log on and check on it. Another bunker. Now, back into cobbles. These are more modern cobbles, apart from the marketplace. You've got the Moot Hall, the centre of the marketplace. Saxon, how you doing? Mucky by name, mucky by nature. Oh, it's 7 a.m. It's not bad then. I had it in my head that it was like late. So you've got all these houses, well, there were houses across. There used to be a restaurant in the end there. Oh my God, it's amazing. The Masons, the Freemasons actually own a lot of this block. They're putting fibre broadband in. It's a pain in the backside. I'll take you across the cobbles So we'll have a car rally, older car rally comes through the town. And it starts off, yeah, it's got all the old lamps in, the old gas lamps. It's a bit adapted. Do you know what? I never knew that's not got the glass painted over. In the centre of here, we've got a covered hall. And at Easter, they put the cross up. The cross stands in there. And there's a moot hall. Christmas, they have a display on. When the Christmas lights get switched on. Big old 1800s. Oh God, that gave me a jump. Locals are looking at me like I'm a lunatic. Hang on. Not strictly sure where I'm taking you. Which way shall I take you? We'll go this way. I used to work at that pub years gone by. Many lock-ins. And again, the old cobbles all the way through. Steve, where I live, little market town just over the border in Cumbria. This one on the end, it's now a big butcher's. It used to be a bank. It used to be a NatWest bank. There used to be a few banks here, but it being a farmer's market town, they had a lot of banks. The doctor's surgery from the building, I would say that was a bank in its heyday as well. Beautiful old building. No, but I will show you where I've done pole dancing on a concrete square post. I ended up with bruises. So this is, that used to be that big sandstone building there. That used to be a bank as well. That used to be Barclays Bank. And again, you still got the cobbles all the way through. Doing an audit, am I what? I'm trying to dodge people that I know because they keep giving me funny looks. I've got a conservative bar over there. Cheap drink. I'll take you past the old folks that I used to work on and where I had issues. So, Paul, in the entry of here, it used to have square posts. You just clicked where we are. Haha. Aye, my stomping ground. So yeah, the square posts in there, and we were having a laugh to a song that they would dance on posts. You've got the old shoulder, and that pub yet again is closed down. That pub has been through ridiculous amount of owners and landlords in the last few years. Some of the landlords would absolutely butcher it. So this used to be an old inn. And there's a corridor and a bedroom above that arch that comes over into a section in the pub. Where's the tile on the wall? Yes, Charles Dickens slept in this place. So yeah, I was at the other side of that window, walking through, and I jumped out of the way for someone to come through. And there was no one there. It freaked me out. People up the stairs. Lovely, lovely old buildings. And again, there. Hi, Geordie, now you know where I am. We've got an old ironmonger's across the corner there. Doing Mars bars next. We're cutting through the town. Oh, I've got it on my channel, challenging. Sausage roll made with sausage meat with blue cheese crumbled in. Absolutely stunning. You get your pork meat and you crumble in and mix through some Stilton or any blue cheese. I mean, you can do it with cheddar as well, but the Stilton is just divine. It is beautiful. Nick, how are you doing? Hope you've had a better day at work today, chick. If you're there. Oh my God, what? Welcome back, Steve. Lots of milk. Deep fried Mars bars. What cake did you get? Did you get a Black Forest? Yeah. Oh, sausage rolls, sausage meat with blue cheese in. Divine. We had. Yes, CWL. Absolutely stunning. Gorgeous. Crazy purple lady. I need to email you. I forgot. Luther. How you doing, Luther? Right? We're going to go up where the Victorian dump is where we're going. The parish council were gifted a sequoia tree. Now that you have the steeple to St Martin's Church. It has some Art Deco famous stained glass windows in. And all these houses used to be an old joiner's warehouse and works. Sad to see it gone. How's things, Purple? This end of the town gets called Jerusalem because of the flat roofs. Yeah, we'll go up and see what's going on at the Victorian dump. The nettles and brambles, hopefully, will be starting to die back if there's any luck. And with the amount of heavy rain we've had, you never know what's going to have appeared on the surface. Oh, and I've not got the footwear on for it that I want to go right. No, they used to. Days gone by. In this little town, there used to be, I think it was 83 pubs, bars. And given that, at the time, a lot of these housing estates weren't here. Everybody turned their front room into a bar. Traditionally, the front room was where all the nice ornaments, all the nice things were stored and shown, and they only used it for special events. Births, deaths, marriages, Christmas. Four gattos for 20 quid. I've still got some bottles I need to look up, Jamie, to be honest. I should be doing that, shouldn't I? I'm going to plonk my backside on that seat for 5. Not many town centres you've got bullocks. There's a bull just behind that hawthorn. I love finding stuff like that, Jamie. Here in this bottle dump, well, this Victorian dump, there's a lot of local brewery bottles, which is nice to see. And the surnames are still in the town. Not as breweries anymore, but they're still here. Right, I'm going to set my backside down for 5. And then we'll go up the dump. Oh. Stacey May! Oh, look, see? Centre of town. And it's got a field of bullocks. You're a bonny lad. I'm trying to see if he's got his undercarriage or if he's been had his family jewels. No, he's still got his family jewels. I mean, is he a Chevrolet? Who knows the cars? I think he's a Chevrolet. Pretty positive he's a Chevrolet. It's going to be a big bull and all. I've got a robin following me in that tree. I always say I'm going to sit down for 5 and I keep on walking. How's things, Stacey May? You well and truly got me into the diamond page and I'm addicted. Well addicted. Right, I'm going to swap sides. You've got more of a path this side. It's just not safe to stay against that wall. How many cows have we got? Little bulls. Oh, we've just got a couple. Oh no, we've got a few. They're all sat along this edge. Yeah, not many towns. Sorry, not so. We've got a big branch down there for oak as well. Just off the centre of town. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. CWR. That nice stocky but cream colour, champagne-y colour. This retaining wall's actually collapsing. That tree's right down the back of it. I do like Paul and Mick's new names. Lucky Mick and Little Shit. Nice one, Johnny. Safe journey. It's about 20 minutes away. It's up the back road to his. The Alston Road, if you know where that is. Natalia, how are you doing? Nice to see you. Thanks for coming in. You can come from mine up towards Alston. And he's kind of just above Halt Whistle. Mucky Mick, it just trips off the tongue. Cars covered. I'd love to know. That must have been an animal shed. It's one of these houses back in the day. Steve, well, if you come from that down towards Brampton and Carlisle, my brother's a keeper on a estate that way. Up there, you've got Camp 18, the German officer prisoner of war camp. It was the biggest officer camp in the UK for the hardline Hitler sympathisers. And they were reintegrated into society. The local council had gifted us a sequoia. They've planted some dams and some things on that side. But the sequoia Up here is a perfect spot for it, but they didn't put it in. It's fun. Had your honeymoon in Alston. You see, when you're going over the top of Alston towards Barnard Castle, it's a bit freaky. The road signs are people using paint on pieces of cardboard. You expect a banjo. And I was praying the car didn't break down up there. There's a few army places up here. You've got Longtown, you've got Spade Adam. One's army, one's RAF. So Alston's that way. Yes, Deliverance. As you go from Alston over the top down to Barnard Castle, it's interesting, shall we say. Right, I'll go over the top. See if I can get in without doing myself an injury again. I've got a pocket full of conkers. What is that? Looking for things in my pocket and I can't find anything for conkers. Is it in this one? I've got a pen in my pocket. Why have I got a pen in my pocket? Squeal like a piggy. Behave with the pot. Oh, I found it. Hang on. I'm amazed that these old pines are still upright. A couple have been hit by the wind because it's so open up here. Hang on, don't mind me, I'm just in my pocket. Pocket's got a hole in. Beech aren't native to the UK. They were brought in, I think, is it the 17 or the 1800s? And these ones, oh, Jonathan, how are you doing? Good to see you. I might be able to get into the bottle dump, okay? We'll have a look. Right out to sea. Visibility is crap. So instead of putting the sequoia in, put a fir. But hey. So the Lake District's just there. Out to the Solway, you've got Gretna and Dumfries just over there. Sinsit, how are you doing? You've got border country up there, moors. Yeah, it's a beautiful spot. You can't quite make out, but you've got Southerness and Dumfries all along that stretch there, across the Solway. Your favourite drinker. Right, let's go in. See if I can fall flat on my face while we're having a look around. I don't think they'll be back much longer because I think they're pretty much taking a whole bank out. It's someone seriously organised for the amount of stuff they've been moving. Right, let's have a look in here. See this path? You know, they cut the path out. The kids have pinched a roof. Local kids play up here a lot in this part. Always have done. My kids used to play up here. But they weren't destructive little so-and-sos like the current set of young ones. You got the moose. It stinks of those flowers that explode, and sure enough, there's a patch there. There's another patch there. They're everywhere. Why is that phone covered in flies? Ugh. So what have they been up to? Let's have a look. Found some oh, I've still got that pink jug. I wonder if any more parts of that have surfaced. The kids have been having fires. There's an old iron seat, I think, there. There's that old bike in there. There's an old rally bike. Was it a Sprinter? And if he can remember. So that hole's been filled in, which is kind of good. Have a look over the back. You find so much just on the surface. This place used to be full of rabbits. And there's so much dug up. All this pottery. Buddy, how are you doing? We're in the undergrowth, buddy. I'm meant to be taking it easy, but no. Not me. So, right, where are we? See if I can... Ooh, heck. Oh. You find a lot of pipes and marbles just on the surface. I think I've got my bearings wrong. Oh, so someone's been in. Someone's been in. And they've been down there as well. We're going to go and have a look. If I can get down there. Part of an egg cup down there. Right. We'll have to go back. I actually hung myself on a fence up here. I got my leg caught between the barbed wire and the fence, and I was stuck dangling, couldn't get my leg out. Ooh, what's that? Oh, it's just a piece of glass. I'm getting too old for ducking and diving and cocking my leg over fences. We'll try to get through on this bit. It's full of nettles. Right. Ah, back. Ouchie. I will get in. We've just got to dance through brambles to get there. And nettles. Danny, how are you doing? Danny, we're going to have a look at a Victorian dump. I found Victorian shoes here dating back to around about 1850. What was that? A white bumblebee. Loads of different kinds of bottles. Some bottles with their contents in. Ink jars with gold ink. Still in there. Oh, I'm going to get nettled, damn it. Oh, they dug out. How am I going to get down? They've dug out all this back. How am I going to get in? I'm not jumping it. Oh my God, there's all sorts. Right. Change the plan. How can I get around? I'll have to go back. Right. I think I can get down where we just were. If I limbo. So they have been back and they have been, buddy. Buddy, have a good one. Mr. Buddy Biggs in the house. That is a very big hole, and there's 3 or 4 of them like that. And they have moved tons and tons of ground. But they're leaving some amazing archaeology behind. Right, can I do it? Can I get down? I'm going to have to go under that gap under the fence. Right. Oh, gonna get muddy. Can I squeeze under there? I can. Should I say I'm going to? Oh, this ground's a bit soft. Do I want to do this? I can't think of another way to get in. Got loads. Can I get under? I'm going to have to think of a way to get in. There's no chance I can squeeze under that bit. And I can't climb over that. See how this bank's collapsing in as well. Send Gareth in. Yes, Gareth, get me down there. So we've got another one of those old bottles, Jamie, look. And this one is Mason Brothers Holt Whistle. Let me have a look. Whoever's doing this, they leave so much behind. So much. You see, it's all got archaeology. Right. Next plan. Sod it, we're just going to try that way. I'm going to have to go down the hall. There's no other way I can get in. Unless I wade through brambles for ever and ever and ever. Can I get... I can go this way. This is what we're doing. We're going to cock our leg over this one. It's been busy here as well. They've dug loads out. Oh, and... right, if this fence... Oh, God, my legs... Right, hang on. Stand on it. Cock your leg. Hopefully this doesn't cave in. Oh, that's a bit tight on the old groin. Oh, oh, barbed wire. Panic stations. Well, I didn't know that was there. Right. How should I undercut this bank? I'm gonna do it. See if this bank goes down with me on top of it. I'm in trouble. Right, we're balance beaming. Wow, they really have undercut that as well. Ah, that, see, I did the right thing coming this little mud bridge. Hang on. Yes, made it. Oh, they don't undercut it too. Right, how do I get down? This side. Wow, they've been busy. This has totally changed. What's that? It's another one of those chemist bottles. Is it from Germany? These are only from either France or Germany. And it's a Germany one. Just make out Germany on there. I'm going to get filthy. But it's worth it, right? It looks like it's been in it all the way along. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. This wasn't here. I found the syphilis syringe, doctor's syphilis treatment syringe. Urethral syringe, should we say. Right, what have we got? What's that? Iron latch. Loads of bits of plates. Earthware. Pottery. It's just scanning the surface because you never know what you're going to see in it. Do you know what the next thing is, Danny? I've got to get myself back out, which should be fun. Look at all this that they've piled up. All these old bottles. I love this one. This one's been here for ages. I wish the top was here for that. It's beautiful. Really pretty one. Nick, yeah. I won't deny that I am. Please tell me that's not a bit of a skull. No, it's a plate. It's a bowl. You never know what you're going to find. Like the urethral syringe. I'm so happy that I found that. That made my year. It's one of my favourite, possibly my favourite find. We've got a fancy piece of pottery. Lots of bottles and lids. Look at that. Look at that. It's like a terracotta lid. Yes, well, I didn't intend on coming here. But to be honest, I do bring gloves here and I forget to put them back on. It's these piles. Let's always search these piles because the rain releases loads. That purple bowl that I was putting back together, you never know my luck, I might find some of that. So we went all that way, a long way around to get to here. Wow. They've done loads. Ooh, we've got some pottery sticking out there. Ooh, what's that? I wonder what that was. 2 shoes have come off the top of here. I've got a kid's writing stylus. Nice one, Rick. Yeah, I know you're laughing at me. I like it when you... Ooh, what's that? I like it when you laugh at me. Is that a reddish bottle? I've got one similar to that, actually. I've got a couple of Wilkinson sword bottles as well. Loads of pipes. Top of an earthenware. Over there is where that jug was, the huge jug and that smaller one. I'm just looking in the back of here where we've had this ground drop. There's loads of pottery. Let's have a look. Ooh, min heck. Wouldn't it be nice if a little bottle popped its head out? We've got some porcelain. Pretty nice, thin porcelain. A lot of fire embers. Ow, and I had my leg bent with a nettle. Oh, God, my neck's burning. A nettle wedge between my calf and my thigh. And it's nettled all the back of my leg. Yay, not. Loads. Jamie, wouldn't it just? Right, we're looking for purple. We've got the remains of an old tin bucket. The bottom strap. Right, this is, right, we're looking for pieces of purple. This is the pile where we've got the top. All the teapots seem to be black. It's a nicer one though, it's got the gold painted on. It's wonky, but it's painted on. I also need to find a big handle from that huge jug. It's a nice old pattern. Can't quite make the mark out there. See the pilot all. Ooh, what's that? I don't know that maker's mark. David McCallum. Yeah, I saw that. Look how huge that was. Normally they're quite sloppy, this lot, and they leave me a pile of good stuff. Let's have a look on this back where it's collapsed. This is where I was trying to get to climb down. Ooh, bottle, label on. Watch it be a bottle of Carlin or something. What are you? Get in. Right, we've got a label. I think it's Worcester sauce. We've got sauce. I think that could be Worcester sauce. Is it? What does that say? Can't make that right now. So we've got a bottle with a label on, and the good thing is I'm going to be able to take that home, dry it out. I was bending over. Nessie or Jerry, can you sort us that out? Advertising. It's kind of rude. Let's have a look. So I'm going to be able to dry that off, dust it off, and get the label. What else do we have poking its head out? You get a lot of slates, and a lot of cold tailings as well. You see, if I'd planned it, I would have been on my hands and knees through there because I'm an idiot. And I've also got my hair down, it's full of brambles. Oh my God, they've done loads. They've done it right along. April, how are you doing? Yeah, I'm sure that's Worcester sauce. I'm sure it is. I can't quite make the lettering out. Oh no, JJ, Snah, JJSNAH. No idea. Mick, don't you dare behave. Yeah, you don't advertise your lives in other people's, so if you do that, then they're removed. Sorry, not sorry. Right, we're going to put you safe on the top here. Back in the day, these were a working man's meal. You get loads of oyster shells in here. Loads of them. They weren't a delicacy back then. I have just about gone arse over tit down this bank before. Oh, what were you? So we had a black. Quite a lot of these have got the labels on. 12 Stone Ranch, how you doing? Lovely to see you. How's things? You see, there's part of that purple, but it's only a tiny little slither. That's part of that big jug that I've been putting together. They've been smashing bottles, little stones. Oh, pipe. Just part of the pipe stem. Do we have a maker? It's a very skinny pipe as well. And it's a very well-used pipe. The mouthpiece is normally a little bit nibbled. This one, it's been totally worn off. That was a very well-used pipe. And then we've got a big, fat, juicy pipe. That's mid-stem. So we have two pipes. One big fatty, one skinny. From here, we've got an old fancy teapot. I'm just looking down these edges before I move down the back. And don't let me forget to come back and get that bottle and I'll take it home and clean it up. Oh, we've got some pink glass. What were you off? Answers on a postcard. Meant what in the finest of ways. Now, I would love to have found that in one piece. Very nice little dainty bottle. We've got more oyster shells. Right, let's go down the bottom. There's that sauce bottle. We're going to get down and we're going to get round there. Oh, well, wouldn't you know, I've just walked clean over the top of that. Magpies. So we've got a stamp on that side. And we've got the heart. Yeah. And there's another. That's been thrown on a fire. I'll put a short up of some of the stuff I've got from here, Steve. The urethral syringe was a good one. Well impressed with that. See, last time I was here, this was a huge pile on here, and they've been going through the backspill. Can't believe how much more they've done. This is another huge pile that they've been through. We'll have a look on the back end of that, because there's some good stuff they've left behind there. In a rush, looking for stuff that's valuable, or is what they deem to be valuable. I've also nearly set my neck on that bank as well. Beer bottles, ginger bottles. Ali B, how are you doing? See loads of bottles down here. Enamel tin. It'd be nice if it had some print on it. Have you not seen that syringe? It's a bit scary. It is a bit scary looking when you know how big the needle was that was attached to it. Oh, it's very fine. Very fine pottery, and I can hear a lot of buzzing. Where's all the buzzing? Please don't tell me there's a wasp nest. I've got nowhere to run. Right, let's try and climb this little mountain. I've had some lovely ink bottles come back down this spill. The little ink bottle with the gold still inside it, the Queen of Sheba printed one. Love it. Another favourite find from here. It's crazy the stuff they've just left behind. No, definitely not any rabbits. And no batteries either. Can't believe how much they've done. It's mental. And they just leave it open and the local kids complain up here. Oop. Ah, shoe. We've got a Victorian shoe. With the copper nails still inside it, look. The shoe that I found, it was pretty much intact. And I rang the local museum to see if they wanted it to preserve it, and they said no. I couldn't believe it. I was gobsmacked. From the heel shape, it was around about 1850. Those nails, it's a big shoe. It's a man's shoe. It's got to be. Hello, Michigan. How are you doing? Don't. I would love to come with a detector. I would absolutely love it. You just never know what's in here. I was talking to Gareth about. Oh, look at that one. Brampton Old Brewery. Don't see many of those here. With the 3 kegs on. Yeah, I've got a full shoe at home. But the local museum, they didn't want it. I thought they might want to preserve it. No, they don't have the facilities there to do that. Pieces of shoe. It's mental. I've got some gorgeous bottles. That one's missing its top. It's been cracked off. What are you? I've got some gorgeous bottles with the labels still on. And earthenware jars with labels. You just let them dry, fully dry them out. And a makeup brush, a fine makeup brush, to brush it away. See, there's more pieces of pipe in here. And I'm going to get nettled. That one's massive. Oh, look at the size of that. It's huge. I know, how very dare they? So you've got like a regular sized pipe there. And that monster, that's massive. Oh, I'd love to see it, Alibi. You just never know what you'd find. Some beautiful pottery. I found here part of a porcelain doll face. It's a bit creepy. A kid's teapot from a teapot set as well. That was roundabout on this spot, actually. It'd be nice to find the rest of it, but I doubt it. Ooh. Sorry, getting caught on brambles. That pot. Yeah, not much girth at all. Ooh, heck. She says going to fall over. What are you? decorative vase. Now, Steve. You're bragging. Look at the size of that. Have you got any marks on you? No. Big earthenware. Oh, you see, that's unusual. Come out, come out. And that pattern. Pretty. And I was asking Gareth about the metal detector, because I've worried that because you've got so much coal and metal in here, the signals would be totally off. That would have been a nice jug. Nice basin. No, it's not quite big enough, is it, from that shape? You got a stag. No marks on the back. What else is there? Pipe. An older pipe. It's not got a foot. I've got a couple of pipes, and it's Tiffin. He worked for his dad as a kid. He would deliver pipes at the age of 6, and when he took over the business, he took on more shops, more staff, and he ended up being the mayor of Gateshead. Mayor of Gateshead in the late 1800s. He did well from his pipes. Is that a rib? Hang on. Yes, it's a rib. Why is it green? Something buzzing around my head. I'll just head down the bottom. Ooh, heck. I nearly went over. That was very small. You're not touching what? Coffee walks and whatever, how you doing? We're just having a nose around the Victorian dump. People have been digging again. And there's loads of things moved. A lot of earth's been moved. I had an ink bottle just pop out of the bank on here. It was just sat on the top. I don't think you're intact, are you? Oh, hello. What have we got? Yes. See? Intact. It's a Mason's one, a Mason's extract. I've got one of these, and these bottles are quite rare. So it's Mason's extract. It's more like your Angostura bitters. Mason's extract. Nice bottle. So I think it's actually a little bit bigger than the last one I found. See what I mean? Just little bits pop out the bank. You've got clamshells or cockle shells right there. Yeah, they're a nice find, a Mason's extract. Becca, how you doing? You just see a little bit of something pop out. And boom. And my foot's sliding as I talk. Be careful of this bottle in my hand. I don't want to break it. And we got Mason's extract. I'll give that a good clean up. Near enough the same spot that the ink bottle popped out of. And I'll hold that carefully. And slide that blank a little bit. This is where stuff is popping out. As they've thrown soil down the bank, they've left little bottles in it. Oh, we've got a plate. Not much of a plate. We have a bottle with a label. I don't think I'll get much from that label. And I can't see. I don't want to. There's a hint of a label, but there's not enough, I don't think, to be able to work out what it was. I love even just parts of bottles just for the research. I love it. Love, love, love it. Just these bits slide down. We'll have a snoop as they fall. Shame about that bottle there. You just never know though. I get so excited when I come here. I didn't intend to come, hence I haven't got the right footwear for it. See this bank, this is a massive spill pile, absolutely massive. How's things, Becca? With me conkers. Yes, I've got a pocket full of conkers. Is that a full bottle? I doubt it. Yeah, it snapped. A lot of these older bottles. Ooh, what are you? Don't recognise your label. Hetherington Brampton Wine and Spirit Merchant. The local kids would snap the tops off, break the tops to get the marbles out to play with them. A free toy. I need to get that muck off my hand. Gorgeous bits of pottery. Really pretty. I've got to work out how I'm going to get back out of here, you know. Haven't thought that through. There are loads of bottles coming out of this. Absolutely loads. Pipes, plates, the works. It doesn't look like they've done actually much to this one. It's up here they've done all the work. This pile was huge. It's in old videos from here. It's changed loads. I found the conkers are all nice and ripe and big. I've beaten the kids to some of it for the older daughter to stick around the bedroom to keep the spiders out. And that piece of pottery, that was a lovely old dish. Really nice piece. I'm intrigued by that. See, this is another big new soil pipe. The kids' stylus. I love the kids' stylus that I found as well. Something so simple, but it was used a lot. I love finds like that, rather than fancy bottles. It's a nice handle. Almost wondered if that was off my big pot that I've been looking for the handle from. Some nice blue glass, a nice aqua. I do like aqua glass, I love it. I see the blue. Really pretty. Nessie, what you been dirty for? Mrs. See, this is fresh, it's dead soft. Look at the size of that pipe. Look at the girth on that, that's massive. Ooh. Big pipe. I was looking at that pretty piece of pottery. So it's not long since been here, because this is incredibly soft. Ooh. Incredibly soft, look. Answers on a postcard what that piece of metal could be. So you see those lips on the inside, it's got those ridges, 4 ridges on the inside. Wonder what it was. 1 ridge on the inside, outside, and 2 on the inside. You just never know. I found here bottles with a cork still in. I found the actual corks. Oh, big fat juicy worm. Another teapot. See, I wouldn't mind a scrape through that, because you never know. How you doing, Zed? Aha, is that a cork? Yeah, we've got a cork. Speak of the devil, we've got a cork out of the bottle. Oh, hang on a sec, got a message. Yeah, sweet dreams, Scott. You were good. Yeah, we've got a cork. We have a cork. It's, do you know what? You're right. It's a purse. It's a material purse. Look, you've got the clasp. Oh, shoot. You had a clasp. We're stuck together. Oopsie. Well, you had a purse. There's no hinge on the inside, but it's had material around the sides, and that's why you've got that groove. Ah, there you go. That was a hinge. So you had a hinge on that side, and you had the knobbles to open it up on the top. It sure was. Yeah, no. I'll explain after. Eeny, meeny, miny, moe. Right, that other bottle, and then we're going to try and get out of here. I said try. We're trying to get the mud up. Oh, I think we've had part of the label. Yeah, it was packing with a hinge and no bracket. I'm going to take that label bottle. Be really careful with it. Safe journey, Monda. If you need to talk, I've got my email. Love you, chick. Right, I've got to try and get out of here, which is going to be fun. Yeah, not a bad guess at all. Now, it'd be nice if that was full, but I very much doubt it is. Oh, it is. You little beauty. Another bottle. You've got some nice air bubbles in it. And there's nothing on, it's not embossed. And it's not got a seam around it, so it's an older bottle. The manufactured bottles have a seam. This one hasn't. It's an older bottle. You see? What's that? That's just a piece of glass. You never know. Right, so that's 3 bottles just from having a little snoop. And the label. And I'm going to do, it says something sauce and it's red. But I can't work out that name that's on it. JD Snaith. JJ Snaith. Something. Snaithson? I have, what is that? Paint out of a bottle, I believe. Let's have a look. No, it's not. I don't know what that is. I shouldn't be touching it, really. Ugh, it's slimy. Slimy isn't good. See, I can't cock my leg up that. It's too high. So we're going to have to go down. Jimmy, all right. Cutie pie, how you doing? How's the pup? I've only got one left. The mum's and it goes on Sunday. I'm going to miss the little madam. Oh God, it's one of those bushes that's in flower. Right, hang on. Ooh, I've got to get my leg off of that fence, haven't I? A whiskey bottle, nice one. See, I'd like to have had a look through that pile. It looks like they've been having a smooch around in there as well. But this bank, this was a massive hole. It's good that it has been filled back in though, because it was dangerous for the little kiddywinkles. Ooh, heck, we've got a bird. Looks like they've been down there as well. Right. Back on the wrong side of that pile. See, all this is new. I need to be up there. John P, how are you doing? Shoot. Through the undergrowth. And then cocking one's leg. Nora, how are you doing, chick? Nora, I've got some lovely bottles with the labels still on. Some little whiskey bottles. I've got another pretty little masonry extract bottle in my pocket. Ooh, heck. I nearly went face first then. We'll put you down so I don't break you in my hands. That would be a good idea. And hopefully the post doesn't give way. Oh, and I'm over. So I've got a pocket full of conkers and 3 bottles. Not bad for a little wander. Now I've got to get back out of here. The masonry extract is a bigger one then. That's not it. It's bigger than the other one I've got. A bit like your Angostura bitters. I don't want to put that one in my pocket because the label will be washed off. And we want the label to stay on. If you find an old bottle with a label on or a jar, don't touch it. Leave the soil on as it is. I'm going to stand it inside and let the soil totally dry out. And then get a makeup brush, a really soft brush, or a mega soft cloth. And just be really gentle. The soil will come off and your label will stay. And we're out. The sky is going dark. There's some dark clouds coming. Lucky me. How's things, Nora? I've got things finally getting back to normal. Little ones back at school. After a few weeks off sick. Someone was actually starting to try and dig in here, which I'm surprised at. Who's a nut job? Oh, Steve, yeah, he's right. I'm a bit daft, shall we say. But it's got the back label on it. I can't. JJ Snaith. Sure, it says Snaith. Snaith. TON, maybe. And then DOC on the end. How's your occupied? What have you been up to? Last weekend, I had 3 boy puppies left. One of them, someone had put a deposit down on him, and they'd done that at about 4 weeks old. They put a deposit down on him. Or was it between 4 and 5 weeks? They called him Huey. So his papers had Huey written on them. And lo and behold, they were meant to pick him up today. And the message, I think, well, last Wednesday or Thursday, to say that they didn't want him. Oh, FTV. I wondered who you were, Jarhead. I was trying to work it out. It's like, If you want to put your FTV in here as well, feel free, Jarhead. It was Watty. It said woodworker. Woodworker? Something sauce. Odd. Yeah, so for all his vet papers and whatnot have Huey written on them. He was lush as well. I had a real soft spot for him. He was a bit longer hair than the other boys. And I put an advert up for those last 3 boys. I got a phone call, no, I got a message on Saturday morning. They came by at 1 o'clock on Saturday and they took the boy with the orange collar. He's now called Bruce. At tea time, just after I'd been to meet Rose with hers, I had someone else message. They drove for 2 hours from Lancaster through to here and they picked Pluto. Well, that was tears all around. They just lost their dog, a Labrador, and as soon as they saw the puppies, the pair of them just started crying. Lovely, lovely, lovely older couple. Daughter's favourite. Everyone had a soft spot for Pluto. I called him Scooby-Doo. So he went with them. He's now called Rio. And after that, I had another text message. And it was a family from Barrow-in-Furness, which is a good 2.5 hour drive away, if not more. And they took Huey. I was explaining to them the story of why his paperwork. We're going to name him. So fate, absolute fate. He's still called Louis. Oh, Becca had me in tears. Amy was in tears because she was dreading parting ways with that puppy. She wanted to keep him. But they loved him. Lovely, lovely people. They're keeping in touch. They've the grandkids, the photos with the grandkids, whatnot. He's a very lucky little boy. He's going to be loved. Bit of both, isn't it, to be honest? The filthy Viking. Yes, I had my DNA tested and I am more Scandinavian, British, Norway, Sweden, then the UK, a bit of Finland in me, and Balearic, so Spain and Portugal. A little sprinkle, Spain and Portugal. And we've got an old King George, the postbox on this side. I wonder when the first King Charles will be put up. GR. King George. George Regina. Oh, is it Regal? Can't be Regina, is it Regal? Sure did. That's got something in it and it's just splashed on my head. Minging. Hell of a lot of, yeah, I am a bit mucky. Just a little bit. But why I hate that, Sarah. I hate that. It drives us nuts. Or when they substitute and the substitute's totally off. I need to do that, put apples out. Saying that, the best substitute I've ever had, I ordered 4 sirloin steaks from Tesco. And at the time, I think they were like 2 for £8. Click the substitution button, and I got 4 extra special, finest fillet steaks. I was like, get in. Some stuff I'll turn the substitute off, like bread. It's either the blue Warburtons or it's none at all. That's my lot's favourite bread. And I don't trust Asda on the substitute. Just put you down when I get around this corner. That sky's getting murky. So to be honest, I could do with one now. Oh, feet aren't too bad. But I got barbed wire. And I got nettled. Oh, joy. You too, April. Sparky. Did you start another one, or is it your other one? Your main one, Sparky? There are loads of people trying to sell blooming fibre broadband. The company's put fibre broadband in. And they have their own package, and they keep knocking and knocking and knocking. Oh, you know what? The Zoom is hilarious. Willow has actually started playing with little Meg. Meg's starting to play back, aren't they pretty? Hydrangea. Yeah, little Meg's starting to play back with Willow and Sam. And when they're doing the Zoomies and she's there, it gives us the nervous that she's going to get trampled. Geordie, lovely to see you. Thanks for coming in. Daisy, do you know what? People already think I'm nuts. I passed loads of people today that have been side-eyeing. So I'm walking around with my phone in my hand. The next rumour going round will be I'm an alky or something like that. Pass this car. So I've got a bit of a stingy ankle from barbed wire. And the back of my calf where I decided to crouch down and had a nettle stuck in there is a bit stingy. How many leaves are off there? Got a storm last night. It was a fair bit wild. It's gone awfully quiet though. Is it bad there? Is it still windy there, Nessie? Because it was meant to be windy still up your way as well, wasn't it? Sparky. Half of these little sidings, I didn't even know there's houses down them. Yeah, it's really calmed down today, Ali B. It was meant to still be blowing today, but it's all right. Let's come out this seat for 5. few branches down as we were wandering around, but no, nothing major. Oh, my back. Cutie pie, yeah. Do you know what, cutie pie? My hands look like I've been had by Edward Scissorhands, but it's all pretty much clearing up. Happy days. Demi, oh, Demi, really filthy. Bit at the bottle done. House things, chick. I found some pretty bottles. One's still got a label on Demi. Sauce, something sauce. That doesn't look like a C. We'll find out when I get that cleaned off. Nah, it's got to be sauce. It's just a straight back C. Now the filth begins as if my phone's crap. Lens on the one of the. It's got 3 lenses on the back. Ooh, nice one, thank you. You're a star. And this is good at finding all the stuff out. Angela, how you doing? Yes, the word filth, and Angela pops her head up. Ooh, we've got someone on a little nifty 50 coming flying through. Yeah, it's some kind of sauce bowl. And we have got the Coke bowl with a monster in it. We have this pretty little bottle that has got part of a label still there, but I'll not be able to do anything with that. Nowhere near enough. A pretty little bowl. And a Mason's extract. It's a herbal extract bottle. Pretty little bottle. People are going to be driving past me thinking, what is she doing? Sticky sauce. Nicole, how you doing, chick? So pretty bottles. If you haven't been on Angela's, go check out. She's got some amazing recipes. Angela taught me poke cake. I've never seen poke cake. Never heard of it. And it is absolutely lovely. I made some. Anyone else in the UK heard of poke cake? As in poke your eye out, poke cake. Oops, itchy. Right. That's one of those broadband people. They've been round here knocking on doors for at least 3 days. I've had them at mine twice. They're obviously on commission. There's loads of cars today. Put you back down. Yes, just don't drink it. Ugh. Honestly, keep it. I'd never heard of poke cake. Didn't know it existed. You make a cake in like a square or rectangle. We could do it in a round tin. You poke holes in, and either you put the fruit and the juices in those holes and cook the top. It'd be lovely lemon poke cake with lemon curd in the pokey holes. Could be quite therapeutic, you know, poking the holes. But Angela taught me that, and oh, margarita cake looks amazing. This sky looks horrible every time. This time of day when it's school, it goes to crap. Sparky malarkey. Oh, good. No. Yeah, if you don't know Angela, go and have a look. Divine recipes. Absolutely divine. Her, is it your mother or your grandma's meatloaf? Amazing. I make that all the time now. You've adapted the menu in my house, Angela. Silver, I love you. How are you doing? Aye, some have more than others. Silver, how you doing? Silver, I found some bottles. I'll send you some pictures. Oh, Angela, I miss them all. I've been getting photos. And I won't lie, I'm kind of enjoying almost getting hands back. Some of it was cutting down a tree, mind. And the scars will go eventually. But yeah, it was like 9 little Edward Scissorhands all at once. Click the bell, John, since it has the bar open. We all go to Since It's Bar for a crack. Trotters, independent traders. Carts with the lights fully on, and it another that same car driving up and down Broadway guy. Oh, he's good at that, Sarah. Sparky rocks. Hi ho, Silver. Yeah, we had the winds. We had a lot of wind last night in the sky, not in pants. A couple of videos of the tree, and I thought they were going, Raider, how you doing? Would you like to see what I found today? I've got a bucket full of conkers for spiders, Paul. An impromptu visit to the Victorian dump. We've got a bottle with a label on and a maker's name I do not know. JJ Snaith something something something. It's some kind of sauce. I'm going to dry that off and clean up the label. See what else shows on it. And not the Coke bottle. And then we have a little Mason's extract bottle. They are though, aren't they? Oh, look how uneven the bottle of that is. I love the faults and the air bubbles in the old bottles. So you've got air bubbles in the glass there, look. And a very wonky bottom. I've got a bottle like that at home. And the bottle might be pointing north, but the neck goes off to the east. And nice little bottle. They're all just poking their heads. Someone's been up there digging and they've left loads. You got some little air bubbles in there as well. Quite big air bubbles. A hint of a label, but not enough to research, unfortunately. Got that air bubble. No, it's not Liam Perry. Well, it could be Liam Perrins. But the name on it, JJ Snaith. Is that... I'm sure it says DOC on the end. Snaiths. Can't work that out. Do you know, John, that would be a really, really good idea. Be amazing where it ended up. That sky looks rotten. It's starting to move quicker again. Surprisingly, there's no big branches down. I haven't checked my silver birches. They were bent in half last night. Luckily, it got dark when it got really windy because it was a bit scary seeing them in the daylight. That was bad enough. Right, you lovely lot. I'm going to have to do a shoot. Get home, get a quick coffee, and do the school run. Gonna head my ass back down that hill. Get home, clean my hands. Hide. Oh, actually, that is on a bit of a wonk, actually. It's leaning that way. Maybe you can tell. That bit's in, it's not straight. It's not got, it has got a seam, but the seam doesn't go around the top. That seam there doesn't go around the top. But it's on a wonk. Thank you all for joining me. Sorry I'm going raider. It's that time of day again. Message in a bottle. And I'll see you all soon. Nessie, when are you live, chick? Click the bell on everybody and look out for lives, look out for uploads. Have a good one. So thank you all for joining me. I'm going to go home and get cleared up. It's that hand. Let's look at the state of that mucky. Exactly, Raider. If you can't be good, be careful. So thank you all for joining me. It's been fun. And I'll hopefully see you all tomorrow. Bye now.